Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's Monday evening. Oh, and it feels so good out here. I just stepped outside to sweep off our sidewalk, and oh, it's just so nice and pleasant. There's a gentle breeze. I hear the birds chirping and singing, and the temperature is just perfect. So I thought I'm gonna go shoot a video. I just love being outside now. Thought I'd just take a little walk through my garden and my plants, give you some updates. My lilies down there in the garden, more of them have bloomed. They're so pretty. This is my zebra plant. I've got to really work on it. It's looking raggedy. I just took it out of the house last week, kept it in there through the winter. It's not an annual, so I brought it inside when the weather got cold. It was so pretty when it was out here on the porch previously. So I've got to do some major surgery on it. Here's my hanging basket of mixed flowers that I put in it, and it's doing really good. As you can see, looks like I need to pinch off some dead blooms on my primrose back here. There's a few right there. I'll just pop them off while I'm right here, so that energy can go toward producing new blooms and not put it on these spent ones. Got some dianthus here I need to pop off as well. Our pollen count has been really high here lately. I think my husband said today it was over 6,000, and I have bad allergy problems every spring through summer, and I've tried different medicines, and I break out in a rash on my neck and my upper back, and the only medicine that I found that will help it is the Benadryl, the sleepy kind, which makes me sleepy. I tried the non-drowsy one before, but it didn't help. But anyway, after my husband's doctor's appointment this morning, I came home and I colored on my coloring book app first, and that's so relaxing. And next thing I knew, I was putting it on the nightstand so I could go to sleep. And I think I got about a 4 or 5 hour nap. And I woke up feeling refreshed. So I just got up and just ate. It was my first time eating today. Ate a sloppy joe. We had sloppy joes. I made them Saturday. I don't like to cook every day, so when I cook on the weekends, usually on Saturdays, I cook enough for leftovers. And then if we don't want that, of course, we can always eat something else. You know, we never run out of food in the house. So over here are my succulents. So this little pot down here, the little yellow pot, is the one that was in the yard, and I moved it up here on the porch. And I don't know, looks like, I don't know if it was the cold weather or what, or maybe it got too wet. It's got some brown on the ends right there, but it looked like it's doing okay other than that. These don't require a lot of water. That's one thing I like about them. And then this pot up here, this rectangular shaped pot, or oval shape, that has all these succulents in it. And this little plant that's not a succulent, I put in here last week, and I see some of the leaves are turning yellow, so it may not be good to have this. Well, I was going to say it may not be good to have it over in here with these succulents, because succulents don't require a lot of water, but looks like maybe I watered this little plant here too much, because some of the leaves are turning yellow. I'll just pop them off, see what it does. And then there's my other little container of succulents. And these plants down here on the porch, my phlox and this other little plant with the white blooms, they don't look as pretty as they did initially. So I don't know what I need to do with them. I'll wait and see. I'm kind of scared that my azalea branch that I propagated and put in this pot here is not going to make it. The leaves are yellow. I just stuck it over in this pot after I put dipped it in the, I can't think of the name of it, but the stuff that the little white powder you dip it in before you plant it to your root stimulator. And I've been missing it, not every day like I should, but the leaves are turning yellow. So that is probably a sign that it's getting too much water. So I don't know, I may have to move it from here, but I'll see. Oh, and my trees that are here in the pots, oh man, they are thriving. I've got to do my research and figure out what the names of them are, because I can't remember. I had a little label that Arbor Day Foundation sent with them, a color code label when I got them last year, so I would know the names of them. But when I planted them, I got rid of that. And so this right here is doing really good. It did not look anything like this last year. Look at all those green leaves on it. So I'm trying to scope out places in the yard where I can plant these. Don't want to be in too big of a hurry. I want to take my time, because if we can afford it, we want to get someone to come out here and even out some of these bumpy sloping areas in our yard and plant some grass. This is another plant right here that's doing really good, and I think I have one or two more just like it, and this is my tallest one right here. As you can see how tall it is in comparison with that one. And I think this is more of my hollyhock, another one in this pot that's coming up. Oh, I just saw something look like a big huge mosquito. I won't be able to stay out here long. I wish I could. I think that's one of my hollyhock roots that I planted in this pot. I think I just did one in this one, and then here's another one over here in this pot. Look, it's coming up. I think I did two in this one, but like I said, something did get out here one night and do some digging, so I hope it didn't dig up my roots. Oh, let me go back here a minute. This is really pretty right here. I like that purple. In this big pot right here, I have an assortment of flowers in it, and they all bloom different colors. This is one of my favorites, and I can't remember the name of it, but that is really pretty. Okay, let's see. And I'm pretty sure that this is the flowering crabapple tree. I mean, I'm just amazed at how well it's doing. It's just full of leaves. So I gotta find a really good spot to put it in. Look at it. Oh, and our flowering cherry tree up there, it's got more leaves on it, and it had its first blooms, pink blooms last week, so I'll show you that. And so here's another plant. Look like I've got 3 trees in this one, looks like. That's a little one, it looks like. Another little one. And then this is the taller one. And the foliage on it, it looks real good. Okay, let's see what else. This pot right here, it just has right now succulents in it. It's not, it doesn't look too good, but I'll probably work some more on it sometime. This pot is doing well. It's got creeping Jenny in it, and the plant in the middle. I can't remember the name of it, but I think it's tickweed, but there's another opposites or something like that. Anyway, and then this pot right here, this is the one that had drainage problems where the water was not draining well. And initially I had some paper white bulbs in here that a dear friend gave me, and I love paper whites. They remind me of daffodils. They're so dainty. And so recently I excuse me, emptied out the soil and put some more soil in, and now it's just got the creeping Jenny in here, but something was digging around in it too, like as you can tell, like right in these areas right here. And then I've got I can't remember the name of this plant, but I know I've got some more different places in the flower bed. I don't remember if I put any uh, roots in there, or hollyhock or anything. Let's see. My clematis and my lilies are doing really, really good. Oh, and my peony. Um, oh man, I can't think straight. I'm sorry. I uploaded a short video the other night just showing just the bud on that peony. And the little plant is growing away, but it looks like I'm going to have my first bloom or blooms this year. I hope I'll get more than one, but even if I only get one, I will be happy. And I want to show you back here, that plant that was back here, the other type of sedum that was in this hole right here. Well, I was out here yesterday, and I finally moved it to another area in the garden, and I'll show you in a minute. And I didn't put the dirt back in this hole. I was going to cover it up, but then I thought I would just leave it like it is, and I'm going to get me a taller plant to go right there. So when this hydrangea here gets bigger, it won't have the plant. And as you can see, my lilies, these are the Asiatic ones, doing really good, just growing away. And I have some more lilies over there in the flower bed that are orange. And I think I have orange in one of these pots. And I know I have that deep pinkish burgundy color in one of them. It's really pretty. So let me move down here. I want to show you my peony again. Here it is, right there. See it? See how tall it's getting? It's a pretty tall size. And then here's the peony bud that's on it. The only one I have so far. See it? I'm just so excited. And so, you know, in this plant here, I can't remember the name of it, but I don't think I've had this kind before. I got this last year. You know, I'm just now realizing it gets these little purple lavender flowers on the ends, on the tips. Isn't that beautiful? I don't think I saw these last year on it. But I'm really liking that. And you know, oh yes, too, my poppies that I've gotten planted recently. You know what? 3 of them have opened up and they're blooming already. They're orange. In the past, I've had yellow and red. I can't remember if I've had this orange color. But look at them. Look at how pretty they are. I like to just get all up in their business. Get all up in their faces and just really examine them and observe them. The more and the closer I look at them, the more I learn about them. I just think those are so pretty. And then this other plant here, I can't remember. Yeah, I've got the little container up there on the porch that has the name of this one right here. And I remember I bought this at Lowe's along with that poppy and some other ones on the clearance rack. You know, this is a tree right here that comes up every year, and I don't know what kind it is, but I'm familiar with them. I remember these from my childhood too. And I can't ever get it up by the root, so it always comes back. But you know what? It's kind of pretty there. I may leave it there, or I may just move it somewhere else, but I need to do some research first. Okay. So here are my teakweed, or the coreopsis, and my Asiatic lily in the white. And they're really pretty too. Like I said, I love doing close-ups, macros. Oh, a little insect that just flew on there of the plants. Little pistils there. I mean, the ornate details, to me, it just so amazing. Look at that. Okay. And let you see my clematis back here. My biggest clematis right down here, I'll show it to you in a minute. It's surpassed the height of the trellis. It's not a really tall trellis. So I had to get a tomato cage and put it on there yesterday to help stake it. But look at my See the buds? I think that looks like two or three right in there. And then there's some more. See, been down in there. It won't be long before they'll have blooms. Oh, and this right here, this tall greenish plant in here, that's my tall phlox that gets the pink flowers on it. And I just love this. I wish I had got more of this. I mean, it's really hardy. It thrives. It blooms all year long, from spring till the weather gets cold. And it's real tall, but it's you don't really have to stake it. You can if you want to, I guess. And then my Gara, that back there in the back, right there. And then this one right here. And then that's the other sedum that I had in my flower bed. Not the one I moved, but I'll show you that one shortly. And then my more of my lilies. These are the ones right here and right here that are red, orange, and yellow, tricolor. And look at my Easter lily. It now has 2 big blooms on it, and it's gonna have 2 more blooms soon. And I got out here the other day and took some close-up pictures of it. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? And hold it up. Sometimes the closer you get, the more blurry it gets. Over here on this side. I noticed some of my mums coming up right here too, in front of the hosta that I planted last year, and I planted about 3 or 4. But I'm only seeing right now 1 that's coming back. See, it's right. See right in here, that green in there. That's what did I say? Oh, mums, chrysanthemums right there. That's wild strawberry right there. We got a lot of that, and we have wild honeysuckle too. You know, I love the smell of wild honeysuckle. Mostly here where I live. It blooms it blooms more than just in May, but the smell to me is more intense in May. There's an area where we live, and when I drive through there, I don't even see the honeysuckle, but I always smell them, and they're just so perfuming. They have that really nice pink, nice sweet smell. Okay, so look at here. I think that's my bigged and prettiest clematis bud right there. It's got a lot on there. So this is the one that I had to yesterday add an additional stake with this green tomato cage, because it's outgrown. As you can see, that little black one that's right there. And then that plant right back there in the back, that's one of the clearance sale ones that I tried to rescue. I don't know how it's going to do. It may not do that well this year, but hopefully next year it will. Oh, and I was talking to my friend Sunday about the plants that I got from her recently. The ones, like here's one right here in this pot. And then I put the other one over here in the ground. Right there. Well, she was telling me that hers are already blooming. I think she said the flowers are blue. And so she was saying that mine may not bloom this year, which I kind of doubt they will. But if they don't, they should bloom next year. And then, of course, they spread and multiply as well. So I like that. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Okay. And I keep forgetting about this little planter right here that I need to put something in. I think I'm just going to have to take out this stuff right here, because I think it just makes it compacts the plants too much, and they don't do well. It's kind of what I had to do to that round hanging basket. I was going to reuse this stuff right here, but it was so raggedy. When I took out the soil, I just had to throw it away too. So let's move it along down here. I'm going to show you, well, before I get to the other end of the flower bed, or I'm seeing ant beds popping up here. I got to put some more eliminator out. The eliminator is also good for these ants too. You just sprinkle it, you know, on the ant bed. See how I look all these little ant beds. Do any of y'all have a problem with with these. And sometimes we have them the huge in beds. But the eliminator, sometimes to me it seems like instead of it doesn't kill them, but they just move from one spot to another. I don't particularly like that. I wish I could find something that would just, this might sound crude, but kill them. But anyway, here I am now to our flowering cherry tree. You hear the birds chirping and singing in the background. See, that's its first bloom right there. It looked like it was getting about 2. But look at how well it's doing, how it's thriving. Look at the leaves on it. See, it's doing really well. I would like to give you kind of a like zoom out so you can see a little bit more of it. See if I could do that without, yeah, here we go. See, it's pretty tall. See how good it's doing? So I'm very happy with that. Okay, let's move it down here to the other end of my flower bed. Okay, I'm going to start at the very end down here. I usually start on the opposite end. And I've got a bud on this clematis here. I'm seeing just, I think, 1 so far. But there it is. See it? And look how tall it is. Like I said, I planted this last year from a root. And it probably only was 1/4 of the size it is now. And it's just really climbing up that trellis or that tomato cage. I finally put down a straw yesterday right here along the edges. So to help my husband to know where not to weed eat. And this is a plant that I have coming back from last year. This with these little reddish yellow leaves are as well. You can see all my hosta is coming back. That's another plant right there that's coming back that has the, I think it has the purple flowers on it. And I'm thinking, is it agapanthus or something like that? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up again. And then I've got some more stuff over there where you see that, those little yellow flowers, and where you see the patch of pine straw. Those are some things that are coming back. And then here I have that's a daylily right here. And I think this is a type of dianthus, I think, too. I think that's probably has pink flowers. And then there's my basket that I did with my phlox, the purple phlox. And then the pink and white flowers, of whose name I cannot remember, but there's some over there in that other flower bed as well. And, you know, I was down here looking the other day, and I'm kind of afraid that my hibiscus, which is the hardy hibiscus that does come back every year, that has those beautiful pink and white dinner plate size flowers on them, may not come back. All I'm seeing so far is dead growth. And I cut some more down yesterday, and I'm still not seeing any green. So I'm afraid that because I did not cut it down and keep it covered with pine straw over the winter, that it may have not survived. But we'll see. If it didn't, I'll probably just try to find another one like it and just replace it. So here's some more of my stuff. And I think I told you this solar light here that wasn't lighting at night, it was because I thought it was turned on, but it was turned off because I just mashed it one day and I thought I'm going to see what happens. And so that night it was lit up, and it's been lighting up every night. And this is another plant I have here that's coming back. I can't remember the name of it. And then I've got some more stuff here. This right here, these are balloon flowers. They come in purple and white. I can't remember what color these are, but they get the flowers are shaped like little balloons. You know, kind of, I guess, oval shape. Kind of remind me of Japanese lanterns. Right here is where my calla lily is with the red and yellow flowers. And as you can see, it's coming back. See, it's got a lot of new growth here that's coming back. I did pinch off the dead ends on some of them yesterday that had turned black. Like, see, for instance, here's one right now. That leaf that's supposed to be red right there, I think. I hope the ones I pinched off yesterday weren't the red ones like this. I think they were the dead ones though, but that's okay. If they were, they'll grow. Okay, let me see. There's my wind spanner. And back here, look how my hellebore has grown, and the red ground cover too beside it. Get down. That hellebore, look how tall it's gotten. And then that's a fall and winter plant. So it's done most of its blooming. See, and down here, right here is where my hibiscus is that I was telling you about, with the pink and white burgundy flowers. And see, all of this right here, it looks like it's dead. And so far, I don't see any of it that look like it's coming back. But you know, you never know. Sometimes you'll think something that you planted is dead and it's not going to come back, and it surprises you and it does. And then of course the opposite happens too. Something you think is going to come back doesn't. And then here's the sedum that I moved yesterday to right here, that was down there behind that big hydrangea bush. So I just dug it up and moved it to right here, and it should do good. This is my little tub that I got from the antique store that has a mixture of plants in it. My mom's. And I think this is my black-eyed Susan right in here. That down there, no, I don't think that's black-eyed Susan, but this looks like it is. And then I have some phlox down here too. There's my 2 crepe myrtle trees, and I have a little bit of pine bark left, and yesterday I put it around them. The one on the right is doing really good, but the one on the left, remember I forgot to cover both of these when we had that last cold spell. Even though there's still a lot of green underneath the bark on this, I mean, I don't know how to get it to the leaves to start growing. I guess I just need to just cut off some of the branches that are dead. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. So anyway, I'll just see. Here's my little mini rose garden that's up here. Remember, I have another one up there by the driveway that's not doing as well. This one only looks this good now because I planted most of the new plants that I got recently from Walmart here. That red one there. And then I got 2 plants that have 2 colors in the same one, that red and pink, and that white. And then here I have the pink and, I'm sorry, not pink, orange and yellow. And I see where I need to pop off some more. I'm about to fall again. Pop off some more of these blooms that have died. That one's a little tough. Okay. Whoop. I got some stem I didn't want to get. That's one thing about when I'm just using one hand. Sometimes I'll take off more than what I'm trying to take off. I'm just going to pop them off and just throw them down here. I've read that you shouldn't, when you, what's it called? I can't remember the name of what I'm thinking about. When you're taking off the old buds or blooms, that you shouldn't drop them on the ground where your plant is, because it may have some sort of disease or something. But sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. And then of course, here is one of my what did I say? Is it jasmine plant? Because I have 2. That's one. The other one is down there with the little trellis. This is a daylily. That's a daylily. Okay. Oh yes, and last night I had a couple of friends that came by, and when I was walking them to their car, my little meerkat that my sister gave me, I put him in a different spot, so his little lights were all lit up. And I forgot to get my cell phone and come out here and get a video of it. So if they light up tonight like they did last night, I'll try to remember to do that. But here he is. See him right there? He was over there in the grass near the bird feeder. And I just moved him right here. And it helps too to keep the little bird bath cleaner. Don't get all that grass and leaves and stuff in it. And then he's sitting right there beside his two friends, Mr. and Miss Peacock and Mr. and Miss Squirrel. Okay, so that's it for now. This is over 30 minutes. Sorry, I like to keep my videos short because I know my attention span is not like it used to be. So myself, when I'm watching videos, if they're real long, I tend not to watch the whole thing unless I'm really, really interested in it and I'm really, really fascinated by it. So I'm sorry that this is so long. So I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a good evening. We're supposed to get some storms tonight coming from Alabama, I think till about 4 in the morning. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy this beautiful weather, and I hope you do the same. Talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.